Good morning, everybody. Welcome to your morning Pilates workout. So we're gonna get started laying on our backs. Let's swing our legs around, rolling down. Having a little pillow or pad to put underneath your head can be really helpful. Just to give your neck some support, we're gonna start with our legs out in this butterfly position and the soles of our feet together, and then placing one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. Let's close our eyes and take a few deep breaths here. Just taking a moment to settle into our practice, bring our awareness into our body, get our breath flowing, preparing us for the magic that's about to come. It's going to be a really nice flowing workout. Great way to wake up your system and start the day off on a positive note. One more breath cycle here. And let's bring the legs back up. So feet are on the mat, legs are bent hip distance apart. Take your pillow, just slide it out from underneath your head. We're starting with hip rolls. Neutral pelvis, tuck the tail under, and then just peel the spine off the mat, one vertebrae at a time, pressing firmly into the feet. Resting at the top here, ribs are buttoned closed, and then softening through your sternum and rolling straight through your spine, lengthening your tail down towards the end of the mat. Adding on the arms here as an option. You can lengthen the arms back as you roll up and rolling back down, finding that nice articulation through the spine, glutes, hamstrings, and our whole back body are starting to just gently wake up. Layering on your breath, inhale as you roll up and exhale as you roll down. Keep that feeling of the tail reaching down to the end of the mat, the knees reaching over the toes throughout the entire range of motion. Good job. Two more. This just feels really nice, especially if you just woke up and hopped on your mat, as I did. And roll it down. Really nice. From here, take your pillow, put it back underneath your head. We're going straight into the 100. So this is a warm-up, a classic warm-up exercise. Imprinting the spine if you need to, bringing the legs up one at a time. And let's just take a moment, squeeze the inner thighs together. Notice that your belly is really tight. Sink those ribs down. All right, we're gonna float the arms up by our sides, just levitating beside us here. Nice, strong, straight arms. We're starting to pulse from the shoulder. Beautiful. Head is staying down for now. And let's layer on the breath. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep going with that. Keep squeezing the knees together. Now, option to nod your head. Flex the spine up. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale and exhale. On the next exhale, option to reach the legs long. 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale, bend. Nice job. Head can still be down if that's better for you. And exhale, inhale rather. And exhale, reach. Inhale, bend. And last 2 times. Inhale and reach. Bring it in. Let's hold here. Lower the head down, hug the knees in. Give yourself a little rock side to side. Ooh, notice you've got some heat in your body. Your blood is flowing now to all of your limbs. Nice classic Pilates warm-up. Bring the legs down one at a time. And now slide the feet away a little bit. So you've just got a small bend in the knees. Arms by the sides. We're going into the roll-up. Nodding the head, lifting the head and shoulders off, all on the inhale. And now use your exhale out through your pursed lip. Grab behind your legs to help you come up and over in this C shape. Awesome. Now articulating from the base of your spine all the way through the crown of your head. Your arms are reaching out in front. And then scoop the belly, rolling back, leading with the lower spine, hanging onto your legs for support. And come all the way down. Let's do that again. Nod the head, lift head and shoulders. And then use your exhale to get you over that sticking point. And articulating up nice and tall. Inhale as we round through the spine, rolling back down. Try to keep the feet on the mat and go nice and slow. Glutes are hugging in. Awesome. Keep going with that. If you want to take this up one more level, the arms are going to float back by the ears. Inhale, the arms, head, and shoulders all come off. Exhale up and over. So notice I'm not using momentum. Articulate up. I'm using my breath and the strength in my abdominals rolling down. Good job. Level up again would be to straighten the legs, dorsiflex the ankles, nod the head. If you get to here and you can't get up, just stay in your low range. Just keep breathing. Work on building strength and flexibility until you can come up with control, leading with the low spine, activating the glutes, the back of the legs, and roll down. So cue you through the breath because that can be the most challenging part here. Inhale, arms, head and shoulders. Exhale as soon as you get to that sticking point, coming up and over, reaching the hands over the feet, keeping a lift in the belly, looking straight down. Now just drawing the navel in and up as you lead with the lower spine. And come on down. Beautiful. Bend the knees slightly again. And we're going to come up, grab behind our legs, help us roll up. We're just going to take a moment here, flexed over the legs to breathe in. And then articulating up, nice and tall. Shift back, find the center of your mat. Your legs are out long in front of you. We're going into spine twist, so it can be really helpful to put a pillow underneath your seat to help you sit up nice and tall. You can also cross your legs, okay? Bringing the arms into genie position, dorsiflex your ankles and zip your legs up if they're straight. We're rotating over to one side and then back to center. And then the other side. Great job. You're lifting through the crown of the head and wrapping your waist nice and tight. Rotate. So this is all about length and trying to move from the ribs. So you can think of your pelvis here just staying pretty still, keeping the feet in line with one another if your legs are straight. Now let's rotate, hold. Reach the arms wide out from the collarbones. Bring them back together and back to center. Exhale, rotate the other way. Reach the arms out long and back to center. Growing tall each time we inhale back to center. Zipping your abdominals a little more each time you exhale and rotate. One last time. And let's bring it back to center. Stay here for a moment. Just stay lifted. Deep breath in. Relax the shoulders. And out. Great job. Okay, move your pillow out if you were sitting on it. Your hands are going to come on this 45-degree angle. Open up wide across the collarbones. Button the ribs close. So think about your rib to hip connection here. The legs are out long. Zip them up together. Inhale, you're just going to lift yourself up using the strength in your arms, pressing the mat away. Your glutes are firing, your hamstrings and inner thighs are working here too, and come on down. If this isn't working for you today, you can just bend your knees and do it this way. Still getting a lot of great work. Okay, so I'm going to bring my legs back out here, lifting up. Your neck is just long. And at the top of the move, your gaze is just sliding up the wall and then back down straight ahead as you come back to the start. Okay, 2 more soft elbows. Ooh, one more? One more, I think. Exhale, lift. And bring it down. Now let's lift one more time. You're going to slide the bottom leg in, top leg is staying long, and you're coming over onto your side. Wrist right underneath the shoulder. Your arm can be up or maybe in front of your forehead to help remind you to keep your head in a good alignment. Okay, so we're going to lift the opposite leg up, flex the foot, lower it down. Remember, you can always come down to your forearm here. Beautiful. Point and lift, flex and lower. Sides of the waist are long. You're lifting away from the mat. Long line from toes through to the crown of the head. And last one. Now we're going to keep that leg up and we're making small circles 5 times each way. Keep the leg really high and switch. 5, 4, 3, good job. And 1. Reach the leg long, bring it down onto the mat. Take a little side bend. And now find your balance here. Use the strength in your stabilizing leg, the bent leg. Come on up and let's mermaid. Reach the other way. This feels really good. Beautiful job. Now we're going to switch and go to the other side. So coming down, wrist underneath the shoulder, soft elbow. That's really important. Okay, arm either up or in front of the forehead. Lifting the leg up, flex, and lower down. Remember your ribs, don't let them flare. Belly is tight. And you're getting a lot of work in your bottom leg here too. You can probably feel that. Let's lift and hold circles 5 times each way. And 5, and other way. And 4, and 5, little hold. And we're placing that leg down on the mat, side bend. Big breath in. And really stabilizing with that bottom leg, coming on up. And the other direction. Nice job. Both arms out. We're coming over into a 4-point kneeling position. And we're finding ourselves in this tabletop. Okay, forearms again is always an option. So just do what feels right for your body. If you're on your hands, you're spreading the fingertips wide. Soft elbows. Gently press the mat away from you so you can feel some work in your scapula, your shoulder blades. Okay, we're reaching that left leg back, lifting it up. And now bend it in and lift it up. And up. 4 more. We're going for 8 on each side, okay? And reach, squeeze at the top. Take it slow. And 1. Lengthen it out. Bring that leg down. Let's move right into the other side. Inhale back. Exhale up. Square the hips off. Lift your belly. Button the ribs closed. So your gaze should be just out in front of your fingertips on the mat. 5 or 6 inches. Your neck's long. And if you feel yourself starting to sink down towards the mat, just remind yourself to keep lifting that heart. Last 1 or 2. Maybe we have 2 more. It's early. My brain's not working. Okay, we're going to keep that leg up. Little extra hold. Bring it on down. Let's tuck our toes under. Inhale. So if you're on your forearms, maybe come up to your hands if it feels okay for you to go into a downward facing dog. Zip your belly up. Lift the seat up and back. Get comfy here for a moment. You're reaching the tail up and back and the sternum down towards the mat. Take a big breath in. You can have a bend in your knees if that's good for you today. And just feeling that nice, all those benefits from inversions. Blood flow to the brain. A little stretch for your back body. And now ripple your spine forward, coming to the knees. Untuck the toes. Press back into a quick shell stretch. Whew. And then ripple yourself back out, lowering down onto your mat, going into some extension work. Okay, so legs are hip distance apart, and your hands are just out to the edges of your mat, looking straight down. I want you to feel some energy in the legs, a nice reach through them. Glutes are activated, belly's drawing in, and you're just going to reach your arms out in front, hovering off the mat. Inhale, you're circling the arms around to your thighs as you lift into your small extension. Ribs are still on the mat. Gaze out in front of you, and then exhale, reach forward, back out to your long line, looking straight down. Inhale, circle around, and exhale. Beautiful. So you can imagine you're swimming here. As you come out of the water, you take a big gulp of air, lengthen, and then exhale, dive right back in, blow out all the air. We have 4 more. Inhale. Still lots of life in the legs. Try to keep your belly really active, pulling away from the mat to protect your lower back. Love these. It just feels so good. Let's do 1 more. Notice at the top of the move, always noticing you're not doing this. Okay, so you're not looking at the wall. Nice long neck. Bring yourself down. Beautiful job. Pressing back up into a downward facing dog. And taking a moment here to pedal your feet out. Nice job. Holding here. Oh yeah, this feels good. Now walk your feet forward towards your hands. Bend your knees if you need. And now we're scooping the belly, bending and dropping the seat down towards the mat. And we're gonna get a little bit more abdominal work in here. Okay, so coming onto your forearms and lifting away from the mat a little bit with your heart without flaring the ribs and arching. Okay, so just being mindful of rib to hip connection. Open through the collarbones. We're floating the right leg and then the left leg up to tabletop. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Single leg stretch here. Let's reach one leg long and then the other. Bend and reach, bend and reach. So you've probably done these with me before. Whew. With your arms, your hands framing one leg. This is just a different variation. Really nice if you don't like a lot of flexion in your spine and you're getting a ton of work. You can probably feel your lower abdominals working here. Let's go a little faster. We have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Now you're going to bring the toes down to the mat. Slide the legs away. Bring them in. Reach them up. Teaser modification. Slide away. Hugging the glutes, the thighs, and wrapping your waist. Keep going here. Exhale as you reach the legs up. Inhale as you slide them away. If you started to sink down into the shoulders, just try to reset. Take a break if you need it. Ooh, last one. Let's hold here. Squeeze the inner thighs. Nice deep breath. And bring the legs down. We are going to bring ourselves right down for just a little bit more work in bridge. So no pillow behind the head. Legs are hip distance apart. Neutral pelvis. Draw the ribs so that they're right in line with the pelvis. And we're lifting up. And then halfway down. Up and halfway down. Option to lift the arms and open them wide as you lift. Bring them back together as you lower halfway. Exhale up. Inhale down. Reach the knees over the toes. Keep moving the energy to the end of your mat. Good job. We have 5 and 4, 3 and 2. Last one. Let's hold here. Beautiful. Now lift your heels. You're resting behind the second and third toe on the ball of the foot, ready to pedal it out. Right foot down and lift. Left foot down and lift. Now a little faster, alternating. Keep going. And 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both heels up. Both heels down. Make sure you haven't started to flare the ribs or arch the back. Nice long line from shoulders to knees. Chest is not up towards your chin. Last 2 and 1. Keep the heels up, rolling through your spine. 1 vertebrae at a time. Nice job. And let's bring the legs in. We're almost done here. We're just going to do one more thing before we start our morning. Coming over onto hands and knees again. We're just lifting up to one final downward facing dog. Lift it on up. Beautiful. And we're just going to ripple it out forward, coming down onto the knees and out into a seated position. Legs crossed. You can put your pillow underneath your seat. Arms are just going to come out to the sides, fingertips on the mat. Nod your head. And roll it forward. And bring yourself on up. Arms are coming up to the sky. Lift the heart. One final big deep breath in through the nose. And exhale out as you bring the hands down through heart center. And we're done. And that is our morning Pilates workout. I hope you loved it. I hope you're feeling amazing. Please let me know what you thought. And I can't wait to see you next time on the mat.